A new year, which means new looks and a whole new you. And here to show us how to style our way into 2013 is Dana Henderson, as well as Lauren Bell for Orchid Salon and Medi-Spa. Thank you, ladies, for being here. And we also have Danielle in the chair. Don't want to leave her out. First off, let's talk about Orchid Salon and Medi-Spa. Tell us all about it. 2000. Okay, yes, go.
We're in Brooklyn, and we have medical spa, full salon, a laser. We do Davinus Color.
What's Davinus Color?
Davinus Color is a company from Italy, Parma, Italy, actually. It's
nice.
Made there. It's a family company still. It gives very reflective color. Very proud of it to have.
So obviously hair treatment is what you're saying.
Color,
for coloring.
yes.
And then let's go back a little bit further. You said salon and spa. You also have, which to me means waxing, and it means
manicures, pedicures.
The whole to-do on how to feel good and look right, right?
We have private rooms for everyone individually as a staff and as a client.
Oh, wow.
We have group rooms. We have couples rooms. We do laser. We have a doctor on staff when you want to do fillers and Botox.
Oh, that's fun stuff that we hear about every day. How do we know when it's the right time to get a medical procedure performed on us?
I think it's basically when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you feel like there is something that you're not happy with. Does anybody else notice it? Is when you can ask a professional about that.
So we could just maybe book a consultation and tell us what we can do, what we can't do, what we should do, what we shouldn't. Great, great. All right, but I want to talk about style now. So please tell us, Dana, not to be confused with Dina, what are the hot trends of 2013?
Well, ever since Miley Cyrus did cut her hair.
She sure did.
Yes. As much as people hated it and hated her transformation, a lot of people are actually taking after her. So I've noticed definitely this year people are cutting that hair, they're shaving the sides, they're leaving the one side longer, they're expressing themselves through their hair rather than just having it one length long, putting it up, having it curly. They're starting.
You mean like me?
Yeah. There we go.
That's what you're trying to say. So boring, Dana.
So people are just getting more creative. They're adding more style and they're expressing themselves through their hair rather than just being plain. And they like to have a little more fun, a little more edge to it. You can do different styles, and it makes everything more fun. It brings your personality out more through your hair.
Let's talk about Danielle for a second here. Okay, Danielle, you had quite the transformation, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
All right, we're going to look at your before and after photo. Well, we don't need the after, but there's your before. Just brown hair. How long was it? Because you can't really tell.
About
shoulder length. You look like just, that wonderful girl next door who's good, does her homework.
Yes.
Has choir practice, perhaps. And now we've got this. How much do you love it?
I love it. With every inch of my body, I love it.
But how difficult was that for you?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but I looked in the mirror and I was shocked, and then it grew on me instantly, and I've loved it ever since.
And what do people say? Parents, friends, what do they say?
Yeah, I just want to touch it.
Does your mom?
She loves it, and I was skeptical to think that maybe she was going to be scared, but she jumped right on board with it as well.
All right, so talk to us about what you did.
So when she came in with what she had, it was just shoulder length. It had no framing around the face. She was just growing it out, and it was virgin hair, so it had no color, no texture to it. It just kind of hung there, and it fell flat. So we talked. She did show some pictures where they were about pixie cuts, kind of like the Anne Hathaway even, short. Being wispy, we didn't want to do anything too crazy, like shaving the sides. So for this style, you can take product and you can plaster it. So it does look shaved. So you can do different styles rather than shaving it and you have to wear it shaved.
Right.
So we went around and we did short. So we did short all the way at the side, but kept it wispy here to keep it feminine. So that it would come towards the face, and then keep it long in the front, obviously, to give her that feminine framing around her beautiful face.
But how did you convince her to do it? Like, that's the tough part.
She wasn't hard to convince.
Okay.
She needed a change. She wanted to come out of her own shell.
Yes.
And what if she didn't like it? Like, how many people might react not in the positive way?
And
that
she did. It happened.
Yeah, definitely. Going from long brown to short blonde, that's two complete changes. Like, that's not just one change. It's two major changes.
Yeah.
So she was very open. I think I was nervous for her because I knew she was nervous, but it turned out in the end, it brings her out, it matures her.
It's just what she wanted.
Yes, she's graduating, and this is the new her. She's growing into a woman rather than a girl.
Look at you.
I know.
And obviously you've taken, I love what you've done with your hair.
It
looks like you did the shaved thing, but you didn't. So
exactly.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about your hair. We're gonna talk about some more trends for 2013.
Nice.
So stay with us because we got a lot more to chat about. Many of us have vowed to start this year off right, and one of the ways of doing this is by starting with ourselves. And here to show us how to brush up our look for 2013 is Dana Henderson and Lauren Bell of Orchid Salon and Medispa. Of course, we have Danielle here. And we were talking about hair and perhaps how we can make our hair different from one occasion to the next. And let's start with yours, because I love the statement you're making.
Okay. Well, with my hair, again, I did the same thing as what you could do here, is I just sleeked it on one side to kind of give it that funky edge, so it gives a little difference.
Because it looks like it could be shaved, like Miley Cyrus.
And from afar, I have been asked if it was shaved, but no.
No.
I haven't, and it's not short either. It's still long like the rest of my hair. It's just the way it's styled. It's pulled really tight to one side and clipped at the back. And then the blonde, sometimes you can have it so it's a thick blonde, or when you run your fingers through it, it's just shaded in, so that you can see the contrast between the black and between the blonde.
You mean you can make it so just by the way you flick your... I know nothing about hair, as you can tell. So it can look like it's just...
Part?
Yeah.
Oh,
and so if I switch my part from this side to this side, then it looks just like blondes peeking through the brown. So it's such... You can do so much with hair, like...
But don't you find it hard to switch your part? I've got a definite part, right? I can't switch to the other side. I feel weird.
Sometimes it feels like you're walking backwards.
It's not a good feeling for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
You do have to train your hair to definitely part on the other side. But my hair, I guess, is a little different. I can blow dry it to one side and it'll stay there. So some people just have that, and some people have to work for it.
Aren't you just lucky there? Aren't you lucky? Okay, so I think we were going to do a little bit of a mix-up here on Danielle's hair.
Yeah, so for Danielle, if she has a wedding to go to or a party and she doesn't just want to wear her hair like this, she doesn't necessarily have to. You could take the whole side and push it to the other.
She's another one who can switch her part.
Yes, and since it's a style like this, it's a bit easier.
Oh.
Because it's the heavier that moves over. So you have to work with it, use product, use paste and hairspray, and then it turns into more longer on this side. So it's more of a bob style.
Oh, there we go.
So
it's
she
a little
can
more
have-
elegant rather than funky.
Yeah.
Although still funky, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But it's
so
a little
she
more
can have it way more elegant.
Look
So
at
she has...
how great. You're a lucky girl.
She's got
great
beautiful
face for it,
hair.
too.
And she can also curl this. It's beautiful. When this is curled, it is also such an elegant look. You can curl it and take it, pin some pieces back, or if she wants to get really funky, she can curl it and faux hawk it. So faux hawking for girls right now is actually really in, to have it back and big in the center.
It helps that you're beautiful too, Danielle.
It does. She has such a small face, which I found when she did have long hair, it took away from her frame. It took away from her features. And now that it's shorter, it brings out her cheekbones, her jawline, even her lips look brighter. Like her eyes look, her eyes
cheekbones,
pop.
you
Yeah.
see.
Even the color.
So did you have to teach Danielle a few things that she could do? Because obviously this is very new to her, right? It was so new, and you were probably a little bit skeptical as to if you could create the same style as what you left with. Right. So did you take the time to teach her?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as we finished cutting, I sat there and in hair like this, I can't get my hands out of it. So for me to just finish and send her off, it's impossible. I need my hands to be in here. So we sat there and we played around with her hair, showed her all the different things that she could do, and round brushing and curling, and she has
different tools.
Yeah, she has already such straight hair, so when she blow dries it, it's already beautiful. But you do need that product to kind of give it that shape and that flair and that edge to it, to kind of help piece it out so it doesn't look so smooth,
right?
So you can see the texture within it.
So have all your friends now decided they want to get their hair chopped off too?
No, not all of them.
If they don't want to copy you, that's all.
I like to be unique, so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And if you've got short hair, the best product to use is what?
A paste, a pomade. Some people like their hair shiny, so you could use like a gel pomade. But the one that we like to use is more of a paste. So it gives more of a matte finish, so it doesn't look like you have loads of product or oils in your hair.
And using that every day, is it damaging? Does it irritate your hair?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You can reactivate it, put a little water in your hands and reactivate it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's saving money too. Yeah,
Feature hands,
exactly.
put it back in there.
Yeah.
Nice. Before we go, I want you to quickly tell me what this little packet is all about.
Wonderful. So that is a giveaway. So they have an Eminence product in there that is $50 value.
Wow.
As well as coming into our salon and spa for a haircut.
So the first caller, we're going to do it online actually. We're going to take a beautiful photo. All you got to do is check out our website, and all the information will be there, and the first person to contact us will win it. Thank you so very much for being here. We can visit you at orchidmedispa.ca or 24 Princess Street in Brooklyn. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Up next, we're heading over to the cooktop.